Hey you guys, welcome back to another CZ Reacts, where we watch the fun, weird, crazy, and interesting, and we question everything. Thank you everyone to the birthday wishes to my daughter. We had a wonderful day and we just appreciate the comments. You guys are awesome. Also, I am wanting to finish this video I am doing that had sub-suggested content. I did lose a few of the comments. I apologize. If you guys could please redrop them in the comments, I would love to get those clips together and put in the videos. Over the weekend, I will do a sub-content day. You guys drop them. I will get together an email you guys can send them to so I can keep better track of them. So please redrop them, let me know, and we'll get that put together. Alright you guys, this video is for entertainment purposes only, so let's get into it.
This weird image is from Arizona. Now look, I've never seen anything like this in my life before, and there's a few more pictures of this event. I have no idea what that even is. Let me show you a better view of that same situation. Look at this. There's like 3 rings of light, and the middle one appears to have some kind of beam going through it.
There's lights.
I've never seen something like this before. I mean, seriously, ever in my life have I seen something like this before? Now there's another image that's a little more zoomed in, but I gotta say something. There's a lot of strange stuff going on in our world lately, and it's not all lens flares and CGI. It's just my opinion, but it seems like something is happening and something may have changed. So when I see something like this, I start to wonder, where did I go? Did I leave my Earth and join Bizarro Earth? Cause my Earth didn't have weird stuff like this popping up in the sky. Let me know if you know what this is or if you've ever just seen anything like it. Okay, shabadoo booskies, shabadoo.
I have never, and sometimes it feels like what we're seeing gets a little bit more intense, a little bit more detailed. I have never seen something like that. And above one of them, there were some more lights, but you couldn't quite see what it was. If you guys are able to tell, or if you've seen that, I would love to know. Everything keeps getting a bit stranger. I have a lot of questions. No way! I was not expecting to see that. I can't even. That's so heartbreaking. Oh my. I'm starting to question how accurate these clips are. On the 24th, we just saw Texas go through something in a bunch of these places. I'm not saying they're not all going through some crazy weather. I'm sure some of it's accurate, but I'm questioning, are these clips 100%, are the dates wrong? Because this is getting crazy. I took a social media break yesterday, and now I am blown away what is in my feed, what happened with this earthquake. I had no idea, and we have a few clips like this, and I am just like praying that these people get the help they need, organizations can come together. When you take a break, it's amazing how much can happen in 24 hours. You have no idea that has happened, and then it is just everywhere. Oh, wow, somebody from the building. Is that water? I would be freaking out. So that's the water from the previous clip. Oh my gosh. It is amazing how some of these buildings stayed together. I mean, more than I would think they would, from what I'm seeing how big this earthquake was. I would be losing my mind on a top floor in a pool and everything is starting. What? Oh my gosh, they're just.
هلا عبود هلا عبود هلا
He's on the floor.
يا ساتر يا ساتر هذا مكان ابو عرب
Just for the job you want, right? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I couldn't imagine what his honey-do list looks like. Like, no, I don't think there's anything you can't really move around the house. How much does one of those weigh? Let me know.
Remember when I said that it's certain creatures inside of eggs? And people didn't believe me. Well, let's look at it under a microscope. And if you're one of those people that eat eggs, I advise you to watch this. Watch as he put the rooster booty up under the microscope. Prepare your eyes for what y'all are about to see.
Oh, I really don't want to.
As y'all can see, worms having a block party. Y'all thought that I was capping when I was telling y'all there's little ass creatures inside the eggs. And I know it's gonna be somebody that's in the comments that say extra protein. It's all fun and games until you all you can eat buffet. This is probably why they tell us to parasite cleanse 2 times a year. Because majority of the stuff that we eating got quagmire worms inside of them. It's all fun and games until you look at it under a microscope. But I'm curious, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this video in the comments.
As gross as it is, I'm seeing how much food, like, parasites are everywhere. So I'm actually doing a parasite cleanse right now. If you want to know what I'm using, I'd be happy to share that information. It's the first time I'm trying it and I'm not too far into it, but it seems to be good. Like, I don't feel crappy. No pun intended. You know, some things can make you not feel great while you're taking it, and I haven't had any of those issues. I still have my energy, I feel great, and so that's all I meant by that.
Whose car is it? I'm so sorry. I don't know if. Oh.
Wow.
If I
Go
do-
ahead. Straighten up the wheel.
Okay. My God.
No, drive forward very slowly.
Okay. Is that straight enough?
You gotta turn it all the way to the right.
Shush. Okay.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God.
His face when he was telling her how to do, like, how to get out and not do any more damage. He was so serious. His eyes and his calmness, though. How does this happen? And you have a car full of people. None of you were able to jump in and do that. What? What did he bite down into? I couldn't tell for that part. He definitely got that little peach fuzz gone. But what are people thinking? Like, he's so lucky his hair, all of that is still there.
March 24th, 2022, my son packed his bags and left my house to go to his dad's house. And that was the last time he was here. Let's talk about what happened to him. He was going on vacation with his dad and his family. When I woke up the next day, I saw that he had texted me at 3:41 in the morning, and it said, "Mother, I love you," which wasn't unusual because Jordan would stay up late playing on his PlayStation. I texted him right away at 6 a.m. and he didn't respond. I went on with my day. I sent him another text that said, "Are you okay?" And I had this overwhelming feeling that I should drive to his dad's house. But I didn't. I drove home and I sent him another text that just said, "Jordan." And he still didn't respond. And Jordan always responded to me. I texted Jordan's dad and said, "Is Jordan at home?" And 9 minutes later, he called me and all he said to me was, "Jordan's gone." And I said, "No, no, no." And my legs went numb. And at that point, we had to disconnect because the paramedics and police were arriving. He was being contacted by an alleged girl on social media, just reaching out saying, "Hey, we have some of the same friends in common. Where do you go to school?" Just normal kid conversation. It went on for 6 hours. Then it came down to send me a picture of yourself. And once he shared an image with them, that was it. They demanded $1,000 from him, or they were going to send this to all of his friends, followers, family. He didn't have $1,000. He had $300, and they were like, "Fine, send that." But it wasn't enough, and this kept going. This is called financial sextortion. When Jordan said, "I'm going to unalive myself," they said, "Good, do that now, or we're going to make you do it." And they made him believe that that was the only choice he had in those moments. He begged them to stop. He asked them, "Why are you doing this to me?" And I can't imagine what that poor kid went through in the last hours of his life. This is one of the pictures that I held up while I spoke about my son and what this did to me. The courtroom was packed wall to wall. The judge sentenced both brothers to 17 and a half years in a federal prison. And a lot of people have said they disagree, they think it should be more. And I'm going to tell you what I think about it. There is someone being held accountable for what happened to my son. Given the circumstances and that these people were located all the way in Nigeria and they were able to bring them here and they are going to serve time here, that is success. I've had multiple families and kids reach out to me that this is happening to them. Go and get your kids right now and talk to them about financial sextortion. And if it does happen to them, that they can come to you or another trusted adult for help. I can't save Jordan, but hopefully his story can save another child and another family from going through what we have been going through.
We are seen. Are you?
That is so heartbreaking because people make mistakes. They do that. And young adults, teenagers, that happens. I'm so glad that she is sharing her son's story so that we can share it and people can talk to loved ones in their life and let them know. Like, if that mistake had been made, it's okay. And the option that young boy made does not have to be your option. So I hope that everybody who has a loved one in their life can have that conversation with them and let them know, even if that mistake is made, they are 100% supported to come to you for help. My heart just goes out to that lady.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a little confused. Was he trying to jump the gate or just do a flip and wasn't expecting to go that far? I think the city needs to put that gate back a few feet. I don't know. That is absolutely insane.
Try to isolate the plants inside of there and not let the Wi-Fi get in there.
It blew my mind that the Wi-Fi off, like the plants are growing. So I think that when the Wi-Fi's on, it's affecting the world.
I haven't had Wi-Fi in my house in over 10 years, and this is the easiest way to hardwire your home without hiring an electrician or spending a crazy amount of money. This is how I do it. So I bought this TP-Link Powerline Ethernet adapter, not sponsored. And I attached the Ethernet cable to the back of your modem router. And what happens is magical. This is plugged in to an outlet. And now you have internet in every outlet in your entire house. No, I'm not kidding. This technology should be well known by now, but it's not. The outlets outside, the outlets in your garage, now they all have internet because of that. So check this out. Okay, so no internet as of right now. I'm going to plug the second one. And you can have as many of these around the house as you want. You can have one permanently plugged into your whatever. Let's see the internet. Boom. There we go. This has made my life so much easier. 10 years ago, I switched away from Wi-Fi because of some studies that I read. One study in particular that I really based my life off of, I haven't been able to find in years. It's like it got erased from the internet. But it said very clearly that the brain required under 0.01 milliwatts per meter squared to function in daytime. In order for the brain to properly rest and for the body to get proper deep sleep, it needed to be exposed to no more than 0.001 milliwatts per meter squared. Everything was like 30 milliwatts per meter squared, 100 milliwatts per meter squared. So I eliminated the Wi-Fi and I started keeping my phone off. My computer is on right now. That is below 0.01 milliwatts per meter squared. Now let's turn on the Wi-Fi. Again, I have no Wi-Fi. This is just the radiation that's going to be put out when the computer's searching for a Wi-Fi device to connect to. When it finally would connect, the radiation would be a lot higher and using the Wi-Fi even higher. On. Well, that's pretty high. That's very high. So if you live in a home with Wi-Fi, with Bluetooth, with smart appliances constantly pinging radiation, with your phone on, don't forget, you are a seed too.
First off, I love Ariana Masters. Her videos are awesome. Just fantastic. I'm going to keep them coming when I come across them for sure. Second of all, the last time we had a storm and my power, it had actually went out for quite a few hours. I had the best sleep I had in so long and I didn't know why. And I know that we have that in our house, but sometimes you're not thinking, you're so busy, you go on with your day. The Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi.
Is there something inside of the Statue of Liberty? Let's do this reaction.
Statue of Liberty seems to be getting weirder and weirder. People have found that there seems to be something huge lurking under its pedestal. The media, with curiosity, finally found a message from the statue's designer in 1889. But when faced with the initial interview by reporters, the designer said he knew nothing and that he had only modified it according to the request of the then U.S. president and had been modifying it for 4 years before finally completing it. The designer did not understand why the U.S. government wanted to constantly enlarge the base, because it seemed meaningless in terms of aesthetics and solidity. But not until 1949, with the exposure of a confidential document, did the whole thing. The truth began to slowly emerge.
Uh-oh.
A strange code name under a confusing text, vaguely written to provide an entrance for nutrients, install an engine, and achieve the final departure.
Nutrients.
Then there was a leaked design of the interior of the statue, and from it, people found some terrifying things. First, a huge engine was installed at the bottom of the base, then the statue's feet were inexplicably fitted with a row of strange pulleys, followed by a narrow entrance and a huge staircase that did not fit in. However, in the middle of this huge room was a strange drain, and finally on the left side of the engine was a huge waste storage room.
Why would any of that be in the Statue of Liberty? That makes no sense. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just like, what is happening? I'm really questioning that. Like, what? Why?
Over the house, buddy.
You alright?
Yes, I am.
Trying to understand.
All good, thank you.
Okay?
Yes, I am.
Alright,
Thank you.
sure? Have you had anything to drink or anything like that?
No, I'm good. Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened in your mirror here? Where you come from?
From school?
Have you had anything to drink?
Yeah.
Where?
You're crying. You drove after that with a child in the car. I don't think your tears are for anybody but your damn self. What? I know it's like save the forest, but at the same time I was like, Brad's got skills. Just saying.
我的朋友就住在这个酒店，现在也不知道怎么样了。
What do you think? Oh, you... Baby, you were this close to being single. So
that scream he let out was like from the soul. I can't scream that high. Like he was for real serious. That a mirror or a spotlight? I don't care if you think that's a dumb question. I'm actually don't know. Was that a mirror or a spotlight? That was crazy. I wonder if he actually got away.
Megaliths around the world, including in the United States, huge stone structures, and nobody, including any structural engineer in the United States, has no idea how they were built in the pre-industrial age. Like, there's literally not even a good guess as to how this was built. And of course, I don't know the answer either. But I mean, that's such an amazing thing. When were the pyramids built? Nobody knows. How were they built? Nobody knows. I can't get that out of my head. And again, I'm not pushing a conspiracy theory. I'm just noting what we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like, everyone's like, shut up. Shut up. What?
No, I'm glad you said that. And there's a lot of other structures that are popping up more nowadays in archaeology. And there's even guys that do like surface LiDAR and they're seeing things in fields and such. It shows the exact topography of the ground.
Exactly.
Without vegetation and
suggests what's underneath it.
Yeah, so if you start seeing geometric shapes and stuff, might be something.
It might be man-made. Or at least made.
Why are people saying shut up? Like, why would you not question it? Question the history? Why would you not want to know things that don't make sense? I hope we continue to like keep digging and find out. I don't know that we will, but people should always question it. Question it. Don't just accept the answers that you're given.
That's what happens when you teach your coworker how to drive a front end. Who's a big boy? Who's a great big boy? That's what happens when you teach your coworker how to drive a front end. Who's a big boy? Who's a great big boy?
I'm sorry I let it play twice because I didn't think it was fair that I laughed so loud and you guys maybe couldn't hear what they were saying. Well done, big boy.
You all hear about the giant snake in India that ate a whole cow? Yeah, it swallowed a whole cow. And it's a suspect in the disappearance of a couple of people. You gotta see the video of this thing to believe it. Imagine coming home and seeing this, and then you find out your neighbor disappeared. Where did he go? Where's Harold? Well, this snake might know where Harold is. It's pretty big and it's got a huge stomach. Harold, are you in there, baby? People also suspect that these giant snakes might be traveling underground. I'm not kidding you. There's even a video. Look at this thing cracking up, bubbling to the surface. Is that because there's a giant snake under there? I ain't gonna find out. I don't want to disappear like Harold did. I can tell you this, I know two things for certain. Number one, the world is getting freakier every single day. And number two, if a giant snake knocks on my door, I'm not answering. Shabadoo booshkies, shabadoo.
That gave me the movie Tremors vibes. 100%.
Yeah.
Is this second one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
because...
Who's the order for?
Okay. Just,
Coco. Yeah. Hold on, I'll get it for her. Okay. Oh, okay. There you go.
The next time I know coming.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
How's it going? Good. Deputy Erhard with the Sheriff's Office. Yes. So we get a call from DoorDash. Okay. He said he came here and picked up a Taco Bell package, but this isn't a Taco Bell. So he was really confused. Yeah. Okay, well, he's saying that he picked up this bag here. Yeah, I gave that to him. You gave this to him? Yeah. Where did you get it?
They say, hey, I'm here to pick up Taco Bell, and I'm like, do I look like a Taco Bell?
Yeah. Right.
And this happens. It's like the movie Groundhog Day. It happens every day. I'm sick of it. I'm trying to correct it. Regular occurrence has been for about 2 months now. The random drivers come to my home. They think I'm a Taco Bell. They ask to pick up Taco Bell.
Okay.
And I've tried calling Taco Bell. I've tried calling DoorDash. Talked to the regional people at Taco Bell. They're like, sorry, dude, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's in the bag?
Cat shit.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm trying to solve this problem creatively.
Okay.
Somebody who's expecting Taco Bell, yeah, you better check that into evidence.
Full of, no pun intended, okay, what I was going to say. But no, I thought this was a total scam. Like, he had something he was doing wrong. How are DoorDash drivers going to a place like a private residence for pickup food? Where is the critical thinking there? Hey, this is not a Taco Bell. There's something wrong with the address. And you took the bag and like, what? Something is in the Kool-Aid, y'all. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Leave something in the comments. Also, don't forget to drop the subject or content that you wanted me to look up and add to the next video. Don't forget to question everything. And until next time, stay safe.